Let's get naughty and saucy. Let's make homemade pineapple sweet and sour sauce and homemade honey mustard. In here, I've got a half a cup of ketchup. I'm going to add to that 1 cup of canned pineapple. This is a mixture of crushed and chunks of pineapple, just because that's what I had in the fridge from another recipe, but you can use one or the other, it doesn't matter. About a tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch mixed with 2 tablespoons of water. I always do this separately because I find if I put it directly in the pot, my cornstarch always clumps, and nobody wants a clumpy sauce. About a teaspoon of garlic powder. Try not to splash on the stove. And you're gonna want a cup of liquid. Normally you would have the liquid from the cans of pineapple, but I had already drained them and didn't reserve the juice. So I'm just using straight water. But if you do have the juice from the canned pineapple, use that plus how much ever water you need to make it 1 cup. If you want it a little thicker, you can cook it a little longer, or if you want it thinner, just add a little more liquid. And apparently, don't forget the 1/4 cup of brown sugar like I did. All right, we're gonna pop that into a mason jar. Now that made a little more than a full jar, which will be perfect because this can be for supper tonight, and this can go in the fridge for another day. There you go, homemade pineapple sweet and sour sauce. Let's make some homemade honey mustard sauce. It is the easiest sauce to make and happens to be my favorite nugget sauce. I'm gonna start out with a cup of Miracle. If you want to use Hellmann's or whatever brand you've got, it doesn't have to be the zippy Miracle Whip. It can be any kind of salad dressing. To that, I'm going to add some just plain old yellow mustard. If you want to be naughty and change it to Dijon mustard or a grainy mustard, you can totally do that. It's totally up to you. And of course, what's honey mustard without the honey? I'm going to put in a little bit less than 1/4 cup and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do it with one of these. If you want to do it by hand, a whisk, whatever works, as long as you get it whirled up. Transfer that into an airtight container. Made honey mustard.